Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra is packed with features such as portrait video, director's view, and 8K video. But do you know all the settings? And did you know that you can add even more custom settings to your camera? Hi, this is Zdenka. This video will bring 4 features. This is first episode of Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra series, so consider subscribing. You can get more out of the camera if you go to Galaxy Store, not Play Store, and download Camera Assistant. This app will play with a native camera app. So now when I open Camera app, hit Settings, scroll all the way down, I see Camera Assistant. A whole new section of settings opens up. Auto HDR will capture more details in the bright and dark areas of your pictures and videos. Some people like HDR, some don't, as it may seem a bit unrealistic. This comes to your personal taste. If you like it, keep it. If you don't, disable it in the settings. Most of the photographers will say that smartphones take way too sharp images, as they prefer a much softer look. Here's a photo with picture softening off. Here is a picture with medium softening. And here is high. I personally prefer medium. Auto lens switching is a great feature as well. Wherever you are going to point the camera, it will pick a lens depending on zoom, lighting, and distance to the subject. Adaptive pixel will reduce noise in low light shots. It will combine multiple lower resolution frames into the final high resolution picture. Quick tap shutter. This is a good idea to keep this on. You will take a photo as soon as you touch the shutter button instead of taking a photo once you lift it off. You can still swipe or press and hold the shutter button to capture GIFs, burst shots, and videos. Photos will be taken as well. If you sometimes end up with blurry photos, you can turn on Prioritize Focus over Speed. The camera will wait until focus is achieved, and then it will trigger the shutter. Keep in mind that there might be a slight delay, so it's not suitable for fast action shots. Capture speed will allow you to choose one of these settings. Prioritize quality, balance speed and quality, and prioritize speed. I personally prioritize quality. If you want to quickly record videos while you are in photo mode, you can enable it here as well. Record video by touching and holding the record button. If you need to take multiple selfies or photos of a group where you want to be in the shot, you can enable timer multi-photo options. Simply select how many photos you want to take and how much time you need between each shot. Camera timeout will let you choose your own preferred time. Choices are 1, 2, 5, and 10 minutes. If you want to save battery on your phone, you can enable dim screen while recording. Lastly, clean preview on HDMI displays show the camera preview without setting or buttons or HDMI connected displays. Most people will only use standard video mode, but what if you are vlogging and you need to record from both rear and front cameras at the same time? Let's go to Cameras app, click on More, and select Director's View. You can record handheld if you like, or you can use gimbal both in horizontal and vertical mode. I'm going to use Hohem iSteady M6 as this gimbal has a dedicated AI sensor. I can track myself in any app with any smartphone. Let's say you are going to be walking towards a certain view. You want to talk to your audience here and there. You want to show what you are seeing from your point of view. Instead of recording this 2 times, you are going to select Save Front and Rear as separate 16:9 videos. You can also select what angle you want to see before you start recording and also while you are recording. Wide view, close, or even closer view. The only downfall is that it will be all automatic. You cannot adjust the brightness, focus, or white balance. All automatic. The video is saved in FHD resolution, which is 1920 by 1080p, 29 frames per second, both front and rear. It's great for quick shots on the go if you don't have much time. There is more you can do with this. First of all, if you will be saving both views separately, When you tap on this little icon, you can decide if you want to see the preview as picture-in-picture or split view. To avoid editing in the post, you can hit this middle icon and save the video as previewed on the phone. So now you can start recording in picture-in-picture mode. You can hit this arrow, and now you can see that while you're recording, you can also change the angle of the view. You can also record in split view, and again, as you're recording, you can change the view you want. Last option would be recording in a single view. Let's say you only want to record a single video. You don't need to go back and forth to video mode and back to the director's view. You can stay here, film a single video, and then continue in split view or picture-in-picture view. Let's go to video settings in this mode, as there are a few helpful options you can enable to get the most out of this mode. Video stabilization, you want that one for sure. Under the advanced option, you can select under high efficiency videos if you want to prioritize video quality or space. I always go for the quality. If you use Bluetooth headphones, you can also enable 360 audio recording. Grid lines will help you with framing and horizon level. Location tags will automatically save location info where the videos were filmed. It's useful as well. I will go through the rest of video settings later on in this video, but now let's move on to portrait video. In this mode, you can film in vertical or horizontal mode with a selfie or rear camera. This is all automatic. You cannot change frame rates. It will be variable. You can film handheld, have a smartphone on a tripod, or use a gimbal. I personally prefer gimbal, as again, the AI sensor can track me and I don't have to worry about framing. At the top, you can select if you want to film in UHD or FHD. With a selfie camera, if you choose to film in UHD, which is 4K, high quality video, you are not going to get a beauty mode. If you choose to film in FHD, which is 1080p smaller video, you will be able to enable a beauty mode where you can add a bit of a skin smoothness. Less is always better than too much effect. Again, this only works with a selfie camera. Instead of beauty mode, you can turn on continuous video light. Let's select a selfie camera again. Let's look at the effects at the bottom. There's a blur effect, big circle, color point, and glitch. Use the slider to choose the strength of the effect so it looks natural. Check how the hair looks around your hair so it's not looking too artificial. Less is more. It's a good idea to adjust exposure as well. Tap, lock the focus on your face, drag the sun to adjust. Smartphones always overexpose, so try to get the blacks black and not overblown highlights for best picture. Let's switch to filming with a rear camera. Here you can choose to film with a main camera or 3x telephoto. Handheld filming with a main camera is possible. The result will be smooth if you have steady hands. If you will be filming with 3x telephoto, it is best to use a tripod or gimbal, and the movements must be very slow. There are few ways you can film. You can leave everything unlocked and get focus nicely changing as you move from object to another. Just make sure the lighting conditions are the same, otherwise you will get this result where the camera will be adjusting on the go. Another option is locking the focus on one object, perhaps do a reveal. Lastly, you can also lock the focus and brightness. It is very useful when the light is not steady, as I mentioned earlier. Let's go to a big section, which is video mode. Let's talk about filming in 8K first. The 8K video will be filmed in 30 frames per second, 16:9 resolution. You cannot use features such as steady on and auto framing here. For best results, I would use a gimbal or a tripod if you don't have very steady hands. Always adjust exposure for best results. I'm going to lock its center weight so the focus always stays in the center. The 8K video is filmed with the main camera. You can also do 2x zoom, 4x and 6x, but those are digital. 2x zoom looks good, but once you go higher, the quality really degrades fast. Let's lower the video quality to 4K UHD. There are two options, 30 and 60 frames per second. UHD video will be filmed in 16:9 resolution only, and here you can use Super Steady On to get this smooth handheld result. Here you can use all lenses, zoom in all the way to 20 times. Again, the quality is going to degrade the more you are going to zoom in, so rather use default lenses or move closer physically to get the best quality. You will also be able to tap on the screen and select focus, and of course, lock the focus and adjust brightness. Focus enhancer will be also possible in this frame rate. This will automatically switch the wide-angle camera lens to the ultra-wide lens. Let's lower the video quality to FHD, which is 1080p. In FHD, you can use filters. You can choose any of those, download new ones, or create your own filter. If you select 60 frames per second, it will allow you to film in 60:9 ratio and also use Steady On feature. If you select 30 frames per second, you can now also film in 1:1 and full aspect ratio. Auto framing will be also possible. In this mode, zoom will automatically change on its own to keep people in the frame. The lowest video size available is 30 HD, which is 720p. This is used if you need to save on space or send a small file via email, for example. The default resolution for this app is FHD 30 frames per second. Alright, let's check out the settings. Once you open camera settings, scroll to the video section. The first setting here is Auto FPS. If you enable this, frame rates will be automatically optimized if you are filming in low light conditions. That means frame rates will change. I don't have that enabled as I need clips to be filmed at a certain frame rate to avoid jittery footage once the clips are mixed with others. Video stabilization is enabled, nobody likes shaky footage. Let's go to advanced video options. Let's talk about high efficiency videos. If you have this enabled, the videos will be saved in HEVC format instead of H.264 format. It will reduce file size. Please note that some apps may not support this format. Next one is high bitrate videos. If you want high quality videos, you can enable this. The files will be in HEVC format. If you like HDR look, which will optimize color and contrast of videos, you can enable HDR10+. Here is a sample of high bitrate videos, and here is an example of HDR10+ video. If you film in HDR10+ mode, you will see that displayed on the screen. In this mode, tracking autofocus will not be available. I'm going to stay with high bitrate video but turn off HDR10+. Audio section has two settings available. Zoom in mic is the first one. If you enable this, when you zoom in, the sound is going to get a bit louder. It's going to match the zoom. I personally have that off. If you have Bluetooth headphones, you can enable 360 audio recording to capture 3D or 360 sound. Let's leave advanced video options and continue with the general settings. Tracking autofocus. What is that? When you film with a rear camera and select focus on your subject, the camera will keep focus on that subject even when they move. Grid lines will help you with framing, so it's a good idea to have that on. Location tags will add tags to your photos and videos so you will know where they were taken. Shooting methods have helpful settings as well. Here you can customize the volume button. You can change to the picture or record videos or zoom in or control system volume. You can enable voice comments. If you say record video, the camera will start recording, or you can enable show palm. Once you show palm, the video will start recording. Settings to keep. I have all of those enabled. Camera mode, selfie angle, high picture resolutions, filters, super steady, and portrait zoom. If you have this enabled, once you close the camera app and open it again, the last used settings will stay there rather than resetting the default. Vibration feedback you can keep on or disable. Camera Assistant has been covered in the beginning of this video. And if you need to reset settings, this is where you find it all at the bottom. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, leave a comment below, and perhaps check out one of these videos next. Ciao, ahoj!